one with the engagement stage, the beginning, when you are satisfied for all your questions has been answered, the background check, you are satisfied, then that's when we can go to another stage, the wedding stage.
Yeah.
And the wedding stage, it will cause a lot of stress or couple for the preparation your wedding. In a stress
Correct.
but to grab a wedding because family yaka e batlang na le so family yako e batlang lo rona as a couple akere bare our marriage their wedding.
Correct.
So if you look really di dilo tsa di lobola we tse gore batswadi there is a way e ba batla go nyedisa ngwana ka yona.
Yes.
So you need to know gore okay go ga e ba batla go nyedisa so go ge ba batla go nyedisa but lo rona re batla lenyalo la rona I want that white dress.
Sure.
I want an altar momuntu a tlo re nyedisa mote so dilo tse so hangata le tsone di khona go tlhakatlhakantsha family if le sa khone go itse gore what is the purpose of this wedding. It's to bring together two families.
Correct.
And you together. So number one, e ka constant ke the way re tsa lenyalo ka teng. Number two ke gore
and also the personalities because of remember our temperaments. As an extroverted person, when you have 300, an introverted person, I want an intimate family and friends, what 50. And we always feel like the temperaments at the time. And if we are not aware of our temperaments, you feel like I'm sabotaging you. Or no, you are violating what I want. So regardless, I feel like you're not in. And that could be a crack in our foundation because of we still at the foundation stage. Okay.
And the other thing is when you spoke about the temperaments, the type of wedding that I prefer. What you can do as a couple if you have money, because on the finances is like one of the things they can cause a crack into your foundation. If you've got money, you can do 2 events. Where the Elaya 300 people where I invite everybody, friends, and then we can go to the hall and have that intimate how so it's a win-win situation.
Sure.
Some people go to an extent a 3-day wedding. If you've got money,
you can do that.
So let us not shy away from reality. We don't have money now. So can we just go and have the witnesses and go to the court and then recite it? Number one, can we just do an intimate thing depending on the finances? So the finances is already cause a crack into your relationship. If you know what I'm
Let's say transparent. Are we ready for this? Can we do a small thing and then later do a bigger thing?
Because of that, we are building something here forever. So regase resenya tšhelete ya gore o kore mantaga motho a ya ka so we need to be realistic.
Because of course now communication.
It's now communication.
And communication is key on all the stages. Whether ke engagement, whether ke wedding, communication cuts across all the stages. Okay?
The other thing is the marriage contracts. Ke mathata a mang. Hangata re ba excited but in the back of his mind because of there are 2 types, the covenant and contract.
Yes.
So contract is to protect the assets. Let us be clear with that. Marriage is a covenant.
Correct.
It's forever. Sure. So some people by confuse in community of property, anti-nuptial. So before even
Sure.
talk about the marriage contract that you want to get into. If in community of property, what are the benefits? What are the disadvantages?
Sure.
If you don't prenup the advantages, so that let's end up both kamahara linya, leads over let's end up kamahara.
True, and another agreement.
Agreement.
Because that's about hengahana linya. So there has to be a clear, open, transparent conversation about what type of contract are we getting ourselves into, and there has to be an agreement on that.
The question is what if we don't agree? What do we do about the contracts? My partner over anti-nuptial in community of property. What do we do?
So there has to be, a conversation between the two of you. Find out what are the advantages that prenap. What are the disadvantages?
Why
do you want in community?
Yeah.
Is it because of interested in assets or what? Why over out of community or prenap? Is it because of you have your things, those are what share there will always be
business,
correct
to protect the asset.
It's a business. Understand? There will always be a reason. There will always be an underlying issue that the couple needs to talk about. Or very clear, or why do you choose this contract? Now why do you choose a contract there? So because of once you have an understanding, it's all very peace amongst yourself.
Yeah.
So like get into this relationship peacefully, and you know that we have a covenant that bonds us together as one, but we have a contract that is protecting our assets.
Wedding stage happy how many children do we want to have?
Oh yes.
There are a lot of couples by local divorced because of now I want 5 children, we're not at 3. So we're only 3 now, and then when are you still pursuing for extra 2, and then Naki feel my body is not ready to have other 2. We have got couples by local divorced because of the issues. So I want both of them. So how the personalities are on, how do we raise our children? What type of parental style are you having? So we see the check out background, the personality it's all one when it comes to disciplining when it comes to raising kids, and then if you've got children outside this relationship, how are we going to work together?
Correct, and also disclosure. We need to disclose.
Especially if
I need to disclose what the during the this is what has happened. So remember, you can't divorce your kids. Your kids will always be your kids, and you need to take care of those children. So if I think we disclose it, work around it, pray fast about it, or this is a topic and disclose about honesty start jump or shout or you do that, Manna will shut down. Even though one issues in the future, we will never talk about it because of it were unfair. Now let's talk about if because these situations
there are a lot of options. So the adoption anything, the IVF. So you need to talk about these issues. But to hang up more premarital counseling, they think and it's a good thing to think let's say positive or we'll have kids, but what if we can't have kids, both of us? So we need to have options for if we can't have kids, this is the route that we can go. Because a lot of people are probably and then 5 years, but for a little pressure. So these are the things that before you can sign or before you can say I do, let's talk about these things. Because these things there are hard.
Sure. And a lot of pressure everyone was but also you check up both of us what is my sperm count? Am I able to reproduce? And then so the pressure will be placed until pressure, stress. It also leads to divorce, unfortunately. Some families divorce it because of who feel pressure and now we need to, even before we get married, recheck.
Recheck.
Are we productive? Can we have children? And talk about it in that stage. It's the best stage to talk about those things. And then sometimes people come and read and understand physical challenges, hereditary challenges.
The stresses that are through as young people. You guys are infertile. So we need to talk about those things. Have regular checkups. The HIV test. Now we need to check the mental health.
That's another thing. And then this basis because of we have this misconception, we check up for mental health. We need to check these things. Are we okay mentally? Understand? Are you going through stresses, through depression? Those are things that they can correct you on. If there's an open communication and conversations amongst us as a couple.
Depression or bipolar, then but
they can be managed. If we truly love each other, these are things that could be managed. We can go for treatments, take medication. Today, medical science has helped a lot of people to manage and to maintain some of the things they need to understand. So I think, during this foundational stages, these are things to look into. These are things to check, and we should also know that there's a solution out there. Weakness is when you have a problem and you don't want to go and look for help. Strength is when you know that we have a challenge, but we are going out there to look for help. It could be psychologists, it could be therapy.
Just like what's for the flu, you go to
the doctor.
Yeah.
If so why only mental or marital issues and look for help? There's help out there. There's a lot of help out there today. But people pride, but yet you are drowning in this challenge. Whether the challenge the finances, challenge and then we need somebody who can just look into our situation. It could be personality clashes, or clashes study values, or there's so many things. As people, there are two lands. A professional somebody can assist us to say let's just correct more and then everything will go well. Just like we say for diagnostic by check why is up then back it's a shorter service or to blacks or whatever. The same applies to our marriages, our relationships. We can go somewhere, get help, get somebody to talk to us and show us where to change things, our paradigms, our backgrounds. There's just a lot of components. Somebody can look into our life holistically and assist us where to make corrections.
I think the other thing when it comes to marriage stages, the wedding stage, that you need to check the roles and responsibilities. For now, we live in a world that things are changing.
Yeah.
So the old traditional roles are not anymore. Both of us are working. Both of us get tired. And now I have this belief here, if you want to stay in a clean house, you need to clean the house.
Correct.
If you want to eat, you need to know how to cook. What if I am not there? What if I am sick? I can't cook for you. Are you going to starve because of the person who is meant for the kitchen? It's ill. So we need to clarify the roles according to the strength as our own.
And also according to the need. What is the need? And then how are we going to address the need? Because we cannot say that. Most of the cleaners today, but that's when they can have clean of you understand? You're a chef, but hopefully we feel like you are now in a different environment. So we need to upgrade our thinking and also evolve with the times to say even I'm still a man in the house.
So if I'm good in that, why not do it? So the traditional roles it's too much, especially for women. So we need to clarify the roles. Yes, you are the head, you are the leader of the house. Sure. I'm the helper of the house, but where am I helping you? Is it go kitchening, go I hate washing. Sure. I hate who I am. So does this make me an inferior wife now?
Or less of a wife.
Or less of a woman if I don't do those things. So we need to identify each other's strength as a couple. Or when you are good, maybe your upbringing, you grew up in a family where there are a lot of boys, and your parents has taught you how to do the house chores. So when you get married to somebody like me, it's a plus for me. Well, at least this person knows how to cook. You can even teach me how to cook as a man. So let us not stick to those traditional roles.
I prefer what is it that is working for us? What is it that is not working for us? Something says that might not work in somebody else's house. Some of our house. So let's look at what is it that is working for us and do that. Let me just give an example. Maybe we struggle sexually. Every time it's to have sex, you're always tired.
Yeah.
And maybe it could be you are doing a lot in the house.
Yeah.
And nothing is also thinking like and whatnot, but in her perform. So if I were to assist you, rationally chores and responsibilities, we will still go to bed really strong, the two of us, and service ourselves as well in the bedroom. So we have to look at what is the need. How are we going to attack this need? You bring your strength, then we work together. Before you know it, we still work together as a couple. So I think, like my love, get the cultural scripts that influence on, and now they play themselves out in the relationship because of that one with wrestling, but that's our shame with them.
So those are the two stages, steady for man, the foundation of your marriage, the engagement stage and the wedding stage. So before we go to the discovery stage, I think if there are other questions on our YouTube channel,
you can send them through there.
You can send them and then
we give clarity as well. Okay. But for now, I think we've just tried to give an overview of these two stages. There's a lot. We've just given an overview so that it's like a principle. You know how to follow the guidelines. But there are other deeper issues that needs to be discussed. And maybe in the future, if we have to revisit the foundation stage, we will do that. But for today, we appreciate your time and may God richly bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.